Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution, and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Dukes will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, let's take a second here and talk about Tulane. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Handoff from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Back to pass. Floating away. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Using his legs, it's Knight. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. A run for the quarterback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic...
Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Pressure coming. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Gets it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball.
Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Got it in the middle. It's Reed. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
About Tulane. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class.
Down just inches away from moving the sticks. Quarterback on the keeper. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
On fourth down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got it.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. In return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense? Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Gets the back moving. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Got a man. It's Knight. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Dukes want to crank the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Evans. Going for the big play. Intercepted deep in his own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Lewis. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to barrel in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tulare. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Virginia. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Caught behind the line. It's Knight. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And the Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air. It's Coleman. Makes the catch. It's Knight. Man, a defender miss. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen. He can go. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Timeout, Tulane.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Knight. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Dukes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Coleman. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, James Madison.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Going right to work up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Preston. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, first and 10 again.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The give on the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit.
Number 91 on field.
And it's good from 58 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Using his feet. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Coleman. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Knight. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They want to run this quarterback. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Dropping back, it's Coleman. They're working that left side. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Dukes in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ellis. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. Motion from the wideout. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, James Madison.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Back's looking for the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They'll start this drive going to the air. Using the quick game. Turns it on in midfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but It's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got enough for the first down. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got the linebacker's laps. And man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
They had a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Looking to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
That keeps the score. James Madison, 21. Tulane, 16.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Coleman. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
This is a designed run. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. At the 40, there he goes. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Dukes moving quickly to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Makes the grab on the left. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Get set, ready.
Dropping back, it's Coleman. Zings it complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. On the move. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. The sneak scores it.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. App State came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Boone had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Breaks into the open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now we can put a few first downs together. We're looking really good.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Great job by the running back there with the vision and patience. He sees the hole, puts his foot in the ground. He's able to get north up the field with a great burst and get the first down.
The Duke just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Knight. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Dukes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Coleman. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Safe completion on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, James Madison. A great catch and run for 6.
And with that drive, you start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss, you get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
16.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed behind the line, it's Turner. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Going for the big play. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Tulane right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got out of trouble and throws. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. Just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Smashes ahead. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Snagged in the middle. It's Reed. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Under fire. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
Now, I like the execution by the offense on that 2-point conversion. You get backed up a little bit. Listen, you practice this. You practice having penalties, getting backed up. Nice job still getting into the end zone, making the play for this offense.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Find some fresh air.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Powers through the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Dukes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. One more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
41, Tulare.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. On 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Finds a man on the right. Turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he motors into the end down. Tulane.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Tulane, 30.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.